Hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I am here with Bailey Boo Boo Zen Kitty, who's just jumped up. Oh, he's a good boy. My little positive energy generator, who I need because we read on the worst people. Hello, dear. You're a good boy. So he's just trying to settle. Welcome, welcome. I was watching Lori from The Way of Positive Change before this. She's so great, and she is so sweet. Good boy. Yes, you are. Okay, but I need these papers. And I'm here 365 days of the year. 10% of income that comes from the channel, well, comes to me, really, goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And we have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. So we had been talking about the astrology of Texas. Actually, before I say that, I've got to remind people, hello, if you're watching on replay, you can go down into the description box. I timestamp things as I go along. The questions for today are already there, but they'll be timestamped by the time you're watching this later. So you don't have to watch the whole thing every day. You can just go in, just pick and choose what you're interested in, and get in, get out. Spend as much or as little time on it as you'd like. So you have lots of options. I try to take 12 questions every day at 12 at 12. What the kid? I'm talking too much. All right. Oh, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. So we've been talking briefly about the astrology of Texas, because it was founded on December 29th, 1840. Well, this says 45. I thought it said 49. No, it was 45. But the only chart I've been able to find was actually from Jude Cowell over at Stars Over Washington. And this is April 21st, 1836. In San Jacinto? I don't know. I'm a little confused. But Jude has lovely handwriting. You can print out. Jude apparently sits down with the chart and writes all over it, and then scans it. So yeah, there's lots of writing here. Thank you, Foggy. Thank you, Foggy Ozark. Appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm not sure about that, but here we are. Oh, geez, Marjorie Trader Green. I think she's on the list today. Pretty sure. Hang on a second. Oh, cat fur. Anyway. Let me pull up the questions. And got too many things open here. Yeah, we're looking at Marjorie Trader Green. We're looking at, oh, here we go. Hit refresh, and just want to make sure I've got everything. Yeah, okay, so we're starting with Electra Storm's question about Kim Wyman. Yeah, that's going to be interesting, but all right, here we are. San Jacinto, Lisa Bonet. San Jacinto. Is that where Austin? Or sorry, it's Austin. Is that where Austin was created? Austin is the capital of Texas. Is that where Texas was created? But anyway, what's the December 29th, 1840 Anyway, I'm confused. Jacinto. Okay, thank you. Well, I'm still trying to, I don't need this anymore. I'm still trying to work out the chart. So I am trying. I am trying, which you know very well. Yes, she's very trying. But Jacinto. Okay. I'm getting different, people are telling me different things. So I'm just gonna run with it. Yes, Deseret. Oh, Texas, what shall we do with thee? I hear you. Oh, you thought I decorated the room for Halloween? Not more than normal. I've got my Halloween throw there, and for October and November, I've got my orange cushions. So Ramona says, "Don't feel bad. I'm always confused, and I'm self-employed, and you're just starting." I hear you. Dave, yes, details about Texas are shrouded in mystery. Yes, they are, apparently. So, yeah, like San Jose, San Jacinto. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. If I'll just keep looking for Texas charts, and we'll work it out eventually to figure out what the heck are they doing and when will they come to their senses. So hopefully soon. Okay. So starting at 7 minutes in, thank you for being here, by the way. 7 minutes in, Electra was asking, it was saying Biden is to name a GOP official, Kim Wyman, who challenged Trump's lies to a key election security role. And I think Lori read on this. I wasn't able to hear the whole thing, but something about like infrastructure security and all kinds of security. So Kim Wyman, why would she get that job? Seriously, there aren't any devoted Democrats who would take that job? Really? Thank you, Terry. Frida Smet says, I'm always here. I live here. Oh, I'm glad you live here. Lisa works in Houston. Lisa Bennett. This is new lipstick, by the way. I do like the color. The only thing I don't like about it is, and it's much brighter in person, but it smells like the 80s. Like, it smells like, I don't know, something like a Ginete or one of those 80s vanilla-ish perfumey things. So I'm just, I don't know, getting an urge to Wang Chung tonight. Anyway. All right, Kim Wyman, are you actually going to be good in your new security role? Will you get in, and will you be good at it? Are you honorable? Kim Wyman. There really isn't a single Democrat you could put up for this job, really? Really? Alicia saying Kim Wyman, spelling is part of the wallpaper in the White House, old republicanism. Spelling. Taylor B says she pushed back hard against 45's election lie. Well, that's good. I'm not saying she shouldn't have done that. I think that's great. It's just, well, there was a lot of potential election pain, 3 of Swords. So, you know, right through the heart of democracy, potentially. All right, so what's going to happen with Kim Wyman? Ace of Cups would be in maybe a new job. 10 of Pentacles. Judgment, that's election day. 5 of Swords, insult to injury. King of Wands. Well, no matter what she does, the Republicans and the far right, they're just going to keep whacking away at the voting rights, ability to vote, election integrity. She's not the problem. She's barely in these cards. So it may not she may not get the job, or it does. She's kind of a non-entity. Frida Smet says it is 7:14 p.m. here in Belgium. Oh, you're in Belgium. Very cool. I lived there from when I was like 3 until I was 4. And I still have this little chair that we got when I was there. Carried it with me my whole life. And a very tiny pair of wooden shoes. And there was a woman who helped my mother acclimatize, kind of get used to, get her what she needed. Madame Boussens was her name. And she lived over greengrocers. And every time we went over to her house, she would buy me an apple. And before I left, she gave me a little wooden apple that I still have and said, "This is for all of the apples I will not be able to buy you." I still have it. Madame Boussens in Belgium. Anyway, it's a beautiful place. I'm sure it's changed a lot since the mid-70s, especially since the EU's headquartered there, isn't it? That would tend to change things up a little bit. Oh, I'm glad you like the story. All right. Anything more about Kim Wyman? You gonna get the job? Are you gonna be good at it? I'm not picking much up. In Brussels. There's a particular cafe my mom used to take me to. And an older woman who used to gather every day in the back. It would go there for crepes. I do remember that place. Queen of Pentacles, she's a Republican. That's what I'm getting. Ten of Wands, the World, Hermit, close study. The far right trying to walk off with the election results. She wants to be a part of that change, the study. I'm getting integrity from her, actually. Yeah, I'm getting integrity. Other than that, I'm just getting a kind of non-entity. So that's good. Someone in government who's just doing their job, sticking to their knitting. So, okay. All right. I guess that's that. 14 minutes in. Okay, this makes me crazy. 14, is it 30-ish? Yeah. A judge has ordered Prince Andrew to testify under oath over a lawsuit by a woman who says he abused her as a teenager, right? He has to answer questions under oath by July 14th. Really? July. It's October 26th. Really? Why so long exactly, Terry? And the other thing, will he do it? Will he blow it off? Will he show up? So it's a little crazy making. Prince Andrew, you satchel of scum. I had a bad feeling about him in the first place. Then I watched, there are these body language experts who get together. There's like 4 of them, and they get together on they have a YouTube channel, and they watch controversial stuff and try to and just say what they see in the body language. And they were just, the interview that Prince Andrew gave about the allegations, they were just like, you've got to be kidding me. Now we know why he stepped down from official duties the next day. And they're like, according to his body language, according to, we don't know, but according to his body language, according to our expertise, yeah, he's lying. His energy's terrible. And this whole, now you just get this absolutely disgusting level of disbelief that anyone would try to hold him accountable. Yeah, you're human and you're a scumbag. So, yeah. Thank you, Deborah. Taylor B says he didn't seem believable. And yes, absolutely. Let me see. Terry, Andrew is the Queen's favorite child, although don't ask me why. Yep. We should talk sometime about what was it? The woman who accused Biden. They did her too. 4 of Swords. So that's just the legal stuff just going dormant, which is what he wants. It's not necessarily what's going to happen, but that's what he wants. That's card for the reading. 2 of Pentacles. Lovers. 5 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. 9 of Wands. I don't think he's going to do it. Being held accountable for what he did. It cost him some money. Some public, what people think of him, some reputation. The person bringing the lawsuit just left out in the cold. A legal decision to not get involved in this, but come up with some kind of legal excuse why he doesn't have to get involved. That's what it feels like. He can spend the rest of his life just having a lovely old time. You know, he's got enough money, he can just enjoy his life. He doesn't have responsibilities anymore. But if he gets involved in this, he runs the risk of being convicted. Then he's toast. Star? He's the star. He's the only star. He and Mother. Yes, perhaps some of this, the brother and the nephew, whatever. But above it all is the energy. Hierophant, world, Ace of Swords. This is the government. I wonder if there wouldn't be some pressure to get the government to make him do this. Make the UK government make him do this. Because there's truth coming out. And this is an institution, but it's from where I am in Chicago. This is a world institution. This is an institution outside of the US, which is where the suit's has been filed. And then this is the sword of truth. So if they're supposed to be our biggest ally in the world, are they really? International law, yes, Alicia, yes. Nine of Wands. Feeling very beaten up. It feels like if this goes forward, if he was found guilty, there's a lot more stuff that would come out of the woodwork. That's what that feels like. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Oh, that's Epstein garbage. Knight of Cups. This is trying to pick people out of a lineup. This is that sort of thing, not literally. It doesn't have to be literally, but that sort of thing. This is very gently going forward with victims of assault, even from past years. This is a more gentle law enforcement. This comes up as, and that's the whole Epstein world. Because that reminds me, one of the things I have in here is on, we're at 24 minutes in. Okay, let's see here. 24 minutes in. Leon Black. Okay. Mother Nature says the secrets of the royal family. It's a massive can of worms. I understand. I believe that too. Hang on. Electra's saying, what is wrong with women of age? You can still lord your power over them. At least it would be legal and not illegal. It's the taboo of it. It's that it's not allowed. Yeah. Yep. But it's all right, 25 minutes. Okay, so the Cy Vance has opened an investigation into Leon Black, all right? And this is related. Cy Vance has opened a criminal investigation into billionaire and Jeffrey Epstein friend, Leon Black, over allegations that Black R-word and abused two former models. Leon Black owns Apollo Management, which also lent Kushner $184 million. And he went to Russia with Donald and Calamari. So the question I want to know is the investigation into Leon Black going to implicate Trump? Trump or Kushner? We could look at both. Kushner thinks Trump is creepy, the way that he talks about Ivanka. That just came to me. I think the term that he may have used at some point would be sick letter F. But anyway, the evil mannequin. But let's look at Donald Trump himself. Well, I take that back. Let's look at Leon Black. Let's look at if will it affect Trump? Will the financial thing affect Kushner? So we'll do Black, EJT, and Kushner. Okay. All righty. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. First, let's look into Cy Vance opening an investigation on Leon Black. Of course, my brain just immediately is like, wasn't he part of a Harry Potter family? It's like, no. That was Sirius Black. Narcissus Black. Narcissia? I can't remember her name. Podgy white guy. Billionaire financier. He's 70. He's worth $11.5 billion. He has 4 children. And he was co-founder and former CEO of private equity firm Apollo Global Management. Black stepped down as CEO and chairman in 2021 after revelations that he paid Jeffrey Epstein $158 million for family office tax-related advice over 5 years. Gosh, that's a whole lot of money for a little financial management, isn't it? So, Leon Black, what's going to happen with you? And what's going to happen with this investigation and you? You know, most people, they're just trying to get through their day. If they got a string of green lights on their way somewhere or to work, they'd be just so happy. That would be a great thing. If they got free coffee and donut, they'd be like, oh, it's a good day. Look at this. Look what I got. And then we have these scumbags. I don't get it. Six of cups. yeah, just going about your life, just trying to be decent. I agree, Black Hat. Sounds like Leon Black was extorted by Epstein. Wheel of Fortune. Empress. Queen of Swords. That's the investigation. The sun came out again. 10 of Pentacles. High Priestess. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. Wheel of Fortune raises you up and it can bury you as well. This is about women. This is an investigation. This is him trying to fight back, but he's blindfolded. Because of the secrets and the women who are holding the secrets coming forward. This right here. I'm asking about his what he's in trouble for, what he's being investigated for. But this energy is at least 80% feminine, very strong feminine energy here. Thank you, Mother Nature. Thank you. So it does not bode well for him. I agree, Diane. Policemen need to fight crime, not vaccines. Yes. Doxy Mom says, I didn't know Epps was such a tax expert. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you were extorted. And you could end up some serious. This isn't the only thing he's done wrong. He has not lived this blameless life. Is what it feels like. I don't know him. I don't know for certain, but in the collective energy, this is not the only thing he's done. There are other things they could get him on. 2 of Swords. That's a legal decision. King of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. Oh, yuck. This is not the only time he did stuff like this. According to the collective energy. What do I know? Entertainment only. For those who don't believe in collective energy, and even those who do, know not to take it as 100%. But this guy is scum. And I mean scum. Sage and Gina Tay, or whatever this is from the 80s. Yeah, I just got slimed. Badly. Yeah, this guy he's scum. Scum. All right, so I like that. Atha. Salt Sage, hurry. Yeah, major yuck meter going off, Jolie. Yes. Oof. Diana Cachet is saying, surprise, surprise, another creepy rich white guy. Oh, yeah, it's particularly nasty, too. Like, particularly nasty. So, is the investigation at 30, let's say 34. Is the investigation into Leon Black going to pull Donald Trump into the web? Thank you, Colleen. Much appreciated. Whew. Cat Shepherd says, just say the word. I'll send my dragon familiar to tear him a new one. I sincerely believe, for what it's worth, that there are women who would be quite pleased by that. So is this going to blow back on Donald? That's really what we're looking at here. Where are you? Where are you, big windbag? Oof. Should have known the stench of fast food grease and Aquanet. So is the Leon Black investigation going to blow back against Donald Trump, who is paranoid on a good day? Worry. I'm getting worry from him. 8 of Swords. Where are all these women coming from? It's got to be made up. It's got to be made up. Where are all of these women coming from? Wow. The delusion is strong with the Trump. Yeah. Page of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. 8 of Pumpkins. 8 of Pentacles. This is a feeling of, why not just pay them off? 3 of Wands. 2 of Swords. Pay them off. Women like money. Unimportant women that cost nearly nothing. Pay them off. Why is this a thing? But what you've done, sent out in the world, comes back to you. Legal decisions. Sometimes it's hard to tell how deeply Trump is attached to somebody, whether or not they barely knew each other or whether they were close. It can be really hard with him because I'm going into his energy and he's a narcissist. People are not separate from him. He is the center of all. So it gets hard to tell how important someone was in his life. And then he knows perfectly well what he did, but he'll change it. And it's like changing the channel in his head. And he'll say, oh, that's not true anymore. Yes, I did. I did this heinous thing. Then change the channel. I didn't do it. Like it never happened. But he's still in the back of his mind. He still knows what he really did. But straight face. Azalea is saying the former guy is super superficial. Yes. There's Trump the man. Oh. That's a mental image I did not need. I will not share it. Hanged Man. 5 of Swords. Emperor. Center of the universe. Narcissism. 10 of Swords. King of Swords. Yeah. He is the center of all. He wants to lash out, but the reality is he's got so much legal stuff coming against him. It's all coming back to roost. But there's so much, again, it's so much coming against him. Because there were a lot of young women involved in this. And if more of them get the courage to stand up and say, yes, this happened, they can start naming names. Who was where? Who did what? Shepherd, dragon's back. Told me the monster can't run now. As it says, time for the healing powers of Boo-Boos and Kitty. He's snoozing right down there, little sweetheart. We'll get him in a minute. These women have been threatened with physical harm. My jaw starts hurting. The joints starts hurting a lot. When people are threatened when women particularly are threatened with physical harm. Knight of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Yeah, but they're grown women now. Hierophant. And if the government turns out to be an ally, add it to the list of things Trump's being investigated for, and he may get sucked into this. It feels like there are a lot of men that this will, man. RCN says they can't talk. Their lives are at stake. They've been threatened, is what it feels like. Well, I understand. Diana Cache saying they all get death threats. Even the judges vet death threats. That's true, but it would still be awfully scary for the average person. And a lot of these women, they still have those emotional wounds that put them in that vulnerable situation in the first place. So I agree, Colleen. This makes me so sad for these women and girls. May the perpetrators pay one way or another. Absolutely. I'm with you. Actually, I didn't mean that as a discount of it. Oh no, I understand. I'm so sorry if I made it sound like that. And it's sad that so many people are getting death threats. Michelle Grande, I'm late. Did something come out on Trump about assault? No, it was just they're going after Leon Black, who Epstein just gave him $158 million for tax advice over 5 years. Couldn't possibly have been extorting him. No. Sure, that's not the case. So he also loaned or gave, Leon Black gave money, millions, to Jared Kushner. So at 44. Leon Black, who owned Apollo Management, he just stepped down this year because of what he's being investigated for, lent Kushner $184 million. He also went to Russia with Donald and Calamari. So we're getting on Kushner. Leon Black. Will the investigation into Leon Black, will it pull Kushner into, could it uncover stuff about Kushner? Evil mannequin. Lovely. What was the name of that? What was the name of that book back in the day? It wasn't the 80s. About the brother and sister runaways who got on a bus and stopped at the last stop, and it was a mall, and they basically moved in and they'd hide at night. But it turns out that the mannequins in the mall were sentient or something. I can't remember the name of that. Anyway. High Priestess Kushner. High Priestess Kushner has secrets. Yeah. Yeah. Lovers. Ace of Pentacles. Death. Page of Swords. World. These people cannot accept Trump, Kushner, they cannot accept that they are lousy business people. They can't. They're like, oh, I'm going bankrupt the whole country, company's about to fold. Oh, because of my own boneheaded decisions. Oh, well, let's find money from anywhere we can get it. It's because Kushner's family of Trump. And we know how Kushner went around the world trying to extort, use American foreign policy to extort money out of out of other countries in order to save the Kushner family properties, because Kushner himself made that horrendous deal on 666 Fifth Avenue, Park Avenue, whatever it was. You'd think the name itself would give you a hint, but this is the death. This would be otherwise companies going under. And all I have to do, there might be a little bit of spying involved here somehow, and a big change going out to the world. Oh no, this is going out spying, giving a little bit of information. So will a Leon Black investigation uncover negative stuff about Kushner? Illegal stuff about Kushner. King of Swords, that's a prosecutor. Strength. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. No, not really. This isn't the big thing that's going to hit Kushner, I don't think. That's not what I'm picking up anyway. So there is that. Oh, Catherine Rodriguez, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Whose address is that? I don't know what's going on there. Taylor B is sharing that Ivanka and Jared made $82 million last year. Teresa Ford, that's it exactly. Secrets of the Shopping Mall by Richard Peck. I liked that book. Way back in the day. Cat Shepherd is swearing. I'm assuming that has something to do with Kushner. Hey, okay. Well, let's go on at 49:30. Okay, could someone explain to me? You want to talk about, you want to get your ire up? Or Manafort, ostrich coat, Manafort, landscaped a big M in flowers in front of his Hamptons home or whatever it was. It was just a book. It was just a little novel. I read a lot I just read and read and read the whole time I was growing up. But I don't know why the evil mannequin made me think of that from when I was young. So, hello, Queen the Empress. Cat Shepherd, yes. Okay. So, where am I? 50. Hang on, go there. All right. So, okay, you guys. So let me start again, because this is kind of messed up. All right. So Manafort, Manny Manafort, of the ostrich coat, and the man who had that landscape in the letter M in his front yard in flowers, and that guy, right? And he went to prison, right? Right? Because he's a crook, right? Manafort is now selling his multi-million-dollar properties that should have been forfeited, but for his corrupt pardon. How was Manafort allowed to keep those properties in the first place? Why weren't they forfeited then? And a pardon means you have accepted responsibility for the crime. You have said, I am guilty. You're just pardoned. So if he was convicted and he accepted a pardon, why was he allowed to keep those multi-million-dollar properties? And will he be able to keep the money from those multi-million-dollar properties? Unbelievable. Manafort. The deepest part of Manafort is about 1/2 inch deep. He is shallow. He is stunted. He's desperate. He has this huge hole inside of him, and he is just determined to fill it with physical stuff. Page of Wands. That might be the pardon right there. I'm not exactly sending a message. Hierophant to other would-be thieves. Hierophant, this government, 10 of Wands. 4 of Swords, so that made his problems go away. Hanged Man. King of Pentacles. Turning everything upside down. Oh, he's going to enjoy this money for a while. But he's not going to last. He's not over his addictions. He's not over his, and by addictions, I'm not even saying drink or drugs. You can have an addiction to risk. You can have an addiction to spending money. Do you guys remember on the early seasons of NCIS, the character played by Robert Wagner, the father, who would come in every once in a while? He was a con man. Hung around with the hoi polloi, trying to go after one scheme or the next. Yeah, only not as charming as Robert Wagner, who I have my own issues with, but he's charming. As this, and a judge would have had to rule on that separately. The original federal judge disregarded the properties as a payout. Why? Why? Yeah, I thought he would have had to forfeit those properties. That makes no sense. He didn't have to. But Manafort, it feels like he has this sense, he has this deep need, this hole inside of him. And he tried to fill it by getting married. He tried to fill it by having, I think she has kids, or at least one. He tried to fill it by having kids. He tried to fill it in various ways. And nothing ever made him feel better than the importance of having expensive stuff. 10 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. He's going to get himself back into trouble. He will be poor again. He will be on the con again. They will go after him eventually. Again. Diana Cachet says, feels like the bad guys are winning. I understand. I can understand how that feels, how it feels that way. But at the same time, like with Manafort here, he's just going to dig another hole. They don't learn. Bannon hasn't learned. Manafort hasn't learned. Trump hasn't learned. They will continue to dig holes and ruin their own lives, and the toxicity will continue. Athos says the judge was a Fox News nut, didn't believe the case presented throughout the buying spree evidence. Oh, lovely. Thank you. I agree, Leslie Siemens. I'm so sick of all this corruption. Electra Storm says he has 2 daughters who hate him because he chooses the money over them. Chris is wondering, did he put his properties in his wife's name? Does he still have a wife? All right, at 57:30. Oh, this should be interesting. At 57:30, the Daily Beast is reporting a Scottish judge could expose Donald Trump's shady golf finances because of Turnberry. Because he went on a spending spree for golf courses. So will a Scottish judge follow the money to find out how Trump afforded Trump Turnberry? Is there money laundering involved? Will he be held accountable for it? Oh, he is still married. She stood by him through jail. All right, let's go to Scotland. All right, Scottish judge. So are you going to be able to? So are you going, because there are some new laws, some anti-money laundering laws that have come into effect in Scotland that would allow the court to get hold of documents and whatnot that they normally would have trouble getting hold of. Is what he read. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, where'd you get the money? Especially since at the time, he was financially not in great shape. Taylor B saying, I don't need cards to tell me 45 was heavy into money laundering. Yes, but will he be held accountable? Wheel of Fortune. Oh yeah, raises you up, crushes you underneath. 6 of Cups. 9 of Swords. 5 of Wands. 7 of Wands. A lot of worry. It's a witch hunt. They're coming after me. This is far right, trying to stir things up. This is the being on the defensive card. It's not going to go so well for him. He's going to try to muddy the waters, but it's not going to work. Polly Wanda, is Trump squeaky clean or slippery dirty? I love how your mind works. I'm so glad you're back, Polly Wanda. Justice. That's the thief getting at it from all sides, the grief of that, because the corruption was all over. I think Scotland's going to be able to, I'm getting a mental image of like a crowbar, but it's actually somewhere between a crowbar and the keys, the metal keys. Do you guys remember the metal keys they put on sardine cans? Where you'd break it off and you'd stick it in the one part and you'd turn it and it would roll the top back. I'm somewhere between a crowbar and one of those little keys. That's what I'm seeing. Crowbarring, bending the finances open. That's what it feels like. And he's in trouble once they have. Is that nice family going to, that nice older couple, are they going to have their utilities restored and be able to live out the rest of their lives in decency? It was sardine cans. I'm sorry. I meant sardine cans. 9 of Pentacles. Temperance. 7 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. It feels like restitution. You have to pay back money here. Fruits of labor. Go pay them. That's what it feels like. Dawn says those side details are so good. I thought you had the builders in. You're not the first who said so. Someone was saying that earlier too. I thought it was fun. Honestly, I filled out the cat though. The cat had a very scrawny neck, and his little eyes were just little, like mean little marks. And his fur was spiky. It was like, no, how happy kitty. Just clean this off and give him little happier eyes and good kitty, good kitty. Anyway. Okay. Right, exactly, Chris Wickens. That's what I was reading on the woman, and I think it's a woman, husband and wife. I'm not sure. In Scotland, beside the golf course, still have no water. Oh my gosh, how that was allowed, I don't get. Don't get. The cat is looking backwards. Oh yeah, very much so. Like looking back over his shoulder. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, we are at 104. This should be interesting. Well, we know what Mansion and Cinema want, but the question is, are the ultra-rich going to start being taxed on unrealized gains? And here's the thing. Surprised the heck out of me. You could have bowled me over. You could have just gone poosh, and I just would have fallen over. There is a very, very rich man who came out and was saying that it is ridiculous that the super rich are not taxed on unrealized gains. That what the super rich that he knows are, what they do is they get out loans. They take out loans with the original amount of money as collateral. And it saves them so much in taxes that they just live off of the loan. And they end up saving money. Must be nice. And this person, this rich, very rich man, who was saying that the rich should be taxed, The owner of Papa John's. The far right guy. I thought he was a Trumper. I mean, I don't know what the deal is, but I was floored. But even he's saying that they should pay more. Love Jalou is saying that Elizabeth Warren was on Rachel to talk about this. Oh, okay. I knew she was going to be on. I didn't know what they talked about, though. He is a Trumper, right? So, will the ultra-rich start being taxed on unrealized gains? Yes, shady. Memories of echoes. Shady. Nine of Swords. Oh, that's some worry. But there's a lot of worry, including people who aren't making money, who aren't making much money, and who are, trying to keep a roof over their heads and their kids' heads. Four of Wands. Death. Oh, the party. Wonder if the party's over. Four of Cups. Not if people like Cinema and Mansion have anything to say about it. Queen of Wands. Four of Swords. Dead in the water. All right, I thought some of this was already taken out of the infrastructure, but this is absolutely dead and not a chance. Not right now. That is a big negatory, Ghost Rider. This is legislation that just dead as quiet as a tomb. That's what I'm getting there. Oh, Bezos is building a space station? Frida Smet is sharing. There are Bond villains. Was it Blofeld? Diamonds Are Forever? Who was the villain in Diamonds Are Forever? Was that Blofeld? Ay, ay, ay. All right. So we're at 108 and a bit. Victoria Cleary had a question. Thank you for that. 108. Texas. The next question is about Texas, and this is exactly why I'm trying. This is exactly the kind of reason, well, one of the many reasons I'm trying to find the exact correct chart for the formation of the state of Texas. What is its actual astrology chart? Because Victoria Cleary was asking, will the Texas Democrats take over the state legislature in 2022? Yes, please. But let's see what the cards have to say. Texas. Teggis. Texas. Will the Democrats take over the state legislature in 2022? I think it feels like it's being pushed farther out than that. King of Wands. Oh, Abbott. Abbott. There's the Moon card. I've been driving everybody crazy. Queen of Cups. It's the Democrats getting in the way. There's the World card. Big change. Two of Pentacles. Republicans are weakened. Knight of Cups. I think they'll make serious inroads. I think the Democrats will make serious inroads, but I don't have like a Tower card or something for the Republicans. I've got them being seriously weakened and new Democratic voices coming into the state legislature and doing some good there. But I don't, this inroads, I'm getting inroads, not taking over. And Polly Wanda's doing wonderful little rhymes in the chat. So, tell the Democrats take over Texas state legislature 2023 when they go in. Texas. Eight of Swords, hemmed in. King of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Again, that weakened Republican. Seven of Imps on the defensive. I've got Republicans on the defensive, but I don't have Democrats completely taking over. So all I've got is improvement. Better than nothing. Sorry, I wish I had better news. Okay, at 112, Mandy had a question. What is the status of Trump's former bodyguard, Keith Shiller? Has he given up secrets to where the bodies are buried yet? Has he or will he talk? Well, Keith Shiller is the people who are suing Trump for how his security acted toward them, saying they were violent. That was Keith Shiller. So he's caught up in that whole 2015 protest mess. So that's what he's up to. Has he turned on Trump? Will he turn on Trump? Name names. What not? Keith Shiller. Shiller with 2 L's. Keith Shiller. Have you turned on Trump? Fruits of labor. Oh, I wonder if he was paid the same way with Weisselberg. That, well, we'll pick up this, we'll pick up that. King of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Justice. Wheel of Fortune. 6 of Pentacles. Well, there's the justice situation with him. Paid a little bit of money to work for Trump. But he's in the, you've got a justice card and you've got a Wheel of Fortune next to each other. You got this spinning. You're, you know, it's like playing Wheel of Fortune, only the spots are all either, you know, live free or go to prison. Or, you know, not prison, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm giving a little. I don't think he's completely turned on Trump, but he's giving a little. Benny Grismore is asking, what is a good state to move to? He's asking you guys. Friends, what is a good state to move to? Hello, Holly and friends. Gary Atkins says Richard Painter said that the statute of limitations are running out on some Trump misdeeds in Ukraine. Joanne says, what's going on with Weaselberg? Seems like that just faded out. Well, Andre with Astrology Alert was saying that when Jupiter went into Pisces back in sort of May, June, suddenly Weisselberg was arrested, all this stuff came down. Well, then Jupiter went into retrograde, came back into Aquarius, and it all kind of froze again. Well, Jupiter goes back into Pisces for good at the first of the year. It's like the last day of the year, the first day of the year. I mean, it's like right then. And between that and the bad astrology, Trump has his astrological protection running out around November 19th. It's all coming. It's all going to gel together. So Shiller, has he? Oh, that's right. Has he spilled the beans? Loyalty to Trump. Insult to injury, Queen of Pentacles. He doesn't want to turn on Trump, but have a look at the ledger. That's what I'm getting. The thief card with money. So, Benny Grismore saying that Abbott just signed the athletic bill that bans transgender and LGBTQ from sports and in K-12 and even colleges and universities in Texas. So no one who's gay can take part in sports. I know it's going to be okay. I really do. I don't know if I've been standing here with my knees locked for too long or what. But I just feel we'll stop him. Pluto's going into Aquarius. It's not going to inequality, favoritism, bigotry. No, that's not going to fare well in with all that Aquarius energy being dug up. Everything that isn't fair being turned up into the light. Okay, 1/18/30. Well, Marjorie Trader Green was having a fit about having a hissy fit about the Rolling Stone article. Well, how much, if any, legal blowback will Marjorie Trader Green get from the Rolling Stone article? It's easy to find her energy. It's in your face. Magician. Put the rabbit out of the hat. Boy, she gets away with a lot, too. There's the moon. She's always causing the chaos. This isn't happening to her. This is what she causes. Six of Cups. Star. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. All she has to do is be obnoxious, and she doesn't have to fundraise that much. People just send her money. And she's upset that the Democrats are in power. I've actually heard a Republican say, I've had a Republican say to me, well, Democrats are in power. Democrats won the state, or Democrats are in power. I have no legal representation. Or I have no representation in government. That's not how this works. And that kind of thinking is how you get a situation where people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, they're entitled to the win. Oh, Foggy Ozark, hang in there. We're going to get through this. Things are going to get better. It's just going to take time. Marjorie Taylor Greene. What's going to happen to her? What's going to happen to you, Marjorie Taylor Greene? Besides the fact that you're being used by those in power. Yeah, you're doing their dirty work for them. And so if there's blowback, it's not at them. It's on you. King of Swords. Let's see what the cards say. Moon, again, Moon, her, what she does, what she engenders in people. She is a human troll doll. Emperor. Four of Swords. Three of Wands. Five of Swords. No. Things are being revealed, but right now it's just quiet as a tomb. She's going to keep throwing things out there. More red meat for the far right. Insult to injury, rinse and repeat. She is where she is for now. And that, my friends, is going to do it for me for today. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I am here every single day of the year to read your 12 questions at 12. And, anyway. So we're going to get through this. We are. And actually, before we go, I should look at that. Wait, 123. Wait. Hold on. 123. 3. Texas. And on LGBTQ plus in sports. Will that stand? Will Abbott banning trans and LGBTQ students from sports, how can that possibly be legal? Thank you, Azalea. Thank you. Very kind. Catnip and sage. Yes, we could definitely use that. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, and we're back. Yes. Sorry. Just one last thing. I just wanted to look at this Texas ban. And he just signed this? Is that the deal? Did this just happen? Texas ban against sports. Okay. Definitely a lot of energy around this. Dog whistle. 10 of Swords. Yeah, just stick a knife into the back of every young person who should just be able to be themselves. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. Mona Capillaro is saying it's not legal, ethical, or moral. Someone needs to vote Abbott out of office. True. So it was just Twitter or Abbott. No. LQBTQ plus sports. Looking at the news here, Abbott signs a bill limiting transgender youth participation in public school sports teams. Oh boy. Yep. This is hurting kids. This is hurting kids. Temperance. 7 of Cups. King of Wands. King of Pentacles. Government. Hierophant. Fascism. That's the card of the fascist. The fascist, that's the Trump card. That's the card of fascism. Republicans in the control of the government. The temperance shown by the Democrats is an illusion, according to these jackwagons. And he's just codified it. Codified it. So is this going to stand? Diana Cachet says, will Abbott take away Caitlin's gold medals too? Teresa Ford says, he seems to enjoy hurting people. That seems to be his thing. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, I understand. Azalea is saying people here in Texas ignore Abbott for the most part. They shouldn't, but I don't live there anymore, so I can't tell anybody in Texas what to do. But it's absolutely heartbreaking that they do that. I mean, I'm sure you don't, but you're here. Carmela, yes, he is a sadist. Thief. Wheel of Fortune. 4 of Cups. Fool. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. It's been very hit and miss. The LGBTQ community is given rights. They fight for rights. They're given rights. The rights are taken away again. They're given rights. It's here. You can get married. No, you can get married here, but not here. You can do, but no, you can't have that. Oh no, this is going back into. It's this back and forth. And they're just keeping on. Bless them. And this far right belief is on the defensive. They'll be on the defensive, but this is going to take a while to go through the courts. Thank you, Dave. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're staying longer. Azalea says he'll be voted out unless he cheats, of course. Benny Grismore's saying the NBA, NFL, baseball, hockey, etc. will be affected by this. Judgment. Boy, yeah, there's some people feeling very judged this morning. Yeah. Right, because Elliot Page would be someone who shouldn't be in sports if she was still in school. I mean, I'm just thinking about like the most high profile trans person, recent trans trans person. Who? What? How could? Okay. Tower. Justice. Oh, there's a cruel glint in that jack-o'-lantern's eye. There's cruelty right here. Like, I can hear like that Halloween laughter, that horrible laughter that you'll notice I do not incorporate into anything. King of Swords, prosecutors, emperor, patriarchy, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, we're stuck with this for a while. And it's, yeah, okay, okay, that's going to be my goal for the rest of the day. I have a lot of other stuff I really got to get done, but finding out the flipping astrology chart of Texas is high on my priority list. I'll just keep searching around the internet because, wow. Penny Grismore saying several professional players just came out as LGBTQ or trans. This is sad, friends. Yes, very sad. Oh, Steve, tomorrow mom has her back procedure, expecting the best outcome. Absolutely. Send all positive divine energy to Steve's mom. Send divine energy to everyone here who needs it. Loving divine energy, fill all of us, fill the world. Till all the world is glowing with divine energy. Beautiful divine energy for healing, for health, for kindness, goodness, and to remind all of us that we are connected and forever. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much. It's 1:36 here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on Book Art Media. We are doing National Novel Writing Month for November this year. So if you're a glutton for punishment, or you just have any creative projects, we need people who do hobbies other than writing to hang out and kind of keep our spirits up as we fight through this. So that starts November 1st. And other than that, I'll be back here tomorrow. All right. Saturday night for long-suffering patrons is our monthly patron get-together from 8 to 10. And yeah, I think that's about it for now. But I will definitely see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.